Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles. In today's video, I'm going to talk about where I stand in my business today. I recently came back from working nights throughout the school year. It's summertime, school's off. I'm back to working days, and a lot of things are in flux. 3 years full time. I'm actually recording this video on July 12th, and it's almost exactly 3 years from when I put in my 2 week notice. So almost 3 years full time, and so many parts of my business in a lot of ways are like up in the air on exactly what extent I will put my time and effort towards each aspect. I did make a video 10 months ago that I will link called Making Money in Pokemon. And I'll just show you quickly what the outline of that video was. I'll kind of talk about what I talked about in that video. You can see here, it was a 57-minute video. I'm not going to rehash the whole thing, but I'm going to kind of talk about how in the past 10 months, things have changed a fair bit. And yeah, a lot of things are up in the air, but I broke down the different revenue sources of my business. A lot of those same revenue sources still exist. Some of them have come and gone. Some of them have, will change over time, and that's just the one constant in life, the one constant, especially in the cardboard market, it seems, for the 3 years that I've been full time, is change. And yeah, I went into that one, rating them based on scalability, the pros and the cons for each, giving you all that nuance, all that gray area that we like to live in. And then I talked about like my weekly schedule, which was completely thrown for a loop between the time of recording that video and the time of making this video today. I was daytime shift at the time, all in between I was night shift, and now I'm back to daytime Dan as of right now. So yeah, very quick thing that I broke down was my revenue stream breakdown. All of these still exist. My direct sales, consulting, selling my own items, selling other people's items. That's direct sales, meaning I'm listing, I'm fulfilling. Indirect sales, utilizing other services, social media, and affiliate revenue. So I'm not going to rehash the whole video, as I said, but that video is there if you're interested in checking it out. As of today, I'm still selling directly my own items, primarily through, I guess, let me go back to the other screen. eBay. eBay is one of my main avenues. Something that came up more recently. I do have a weekly filter going on right now. These items will be ended by the time you see this video, but PWCC popped on the radar recently. I'm doing big things with them. And Troll and Toad. Troll and Toad, I made videos years ago now. It's actually crazy that I still have some amount of inventory there. I'm going to be one of the last people kind of kicked off the Troll and Toad Evo service. But yeah, the amount of videos that I've made talking about all these different avenues, all these different aspects, and if I had to guess over my next year and even 5 years, what percent of your sales, Dan, will be through the eBay platform versus the Troll and Toad platform versus PWCC, Heritage, Golden? I can't really attribute a good percentage to those. And in some ways, it's a little scary. Some ways it's a little concerning. It's like, man, I really should pick a spot and have it all sorted out. But one thing that I've always done is I've always like diversified a bit. Going back to that video that I talked about, I talked about all the revenue streams, and some people, I've brought this up many times, some people are of the idea that you put all your eggs in one basket and really take good care of that basket. Very valid strategy. You see a lot of success stories when that goes really well, but you also survivorship bias. You're not seeing the times that doesn't pan out as well. I've been more like spread the eggs around, try to diversify, try to have a lot of things. Part of that is like diversifying my time. I enjoy doing a wide variety of different things in the space, and I enjoy working with different companies, different people. And yeah, as of right now though, so many things. I'm recording this the week before. Actually, this week I'm going to New Jersey Collecticon. And this one I'm not vending, so this one I don't have too many decisions to make. I might bring a handful of cards from that recent $10,000 collection that I purchased. Video linked up there. But I'm not gonna have a section myself. I'm not gonna have a table myself. I might consign with, pop a few cards in someone's table if they have the space. But overall, that's gonna be more of a family trip. Quick little timeout in the middle of the video. Costume change. Dan required to edit. I misspoke, so I had to cut in and I had to put the right dates in. So you're watching this on Monday. If you want to see me live tonight, let me know in the comments below. The other option, I will be live Tuesday night on Rob Burns' channel. Stay tuned. I will post that on my Instagram. I'll probably share it on YouTube as well. So Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m., I will be live with Rob Burns either way. But this week, it's my time for the fortnightly solo live stream. It'll either be solo tonight, Monday night, if you let me know in the comments, or it will be Wednesday night with Ponga. He will be here. He will be hanging out. I've had Nick here. I've had Jake here. It might be my time for my third guest. So let me know in the comments. Do you want a Wednesday night live with Ponga this week before I deliver him down to Bierski's pre-New Jersey Collecticon? Or do you want just a solo live stream with Dan on Monday night, and then Ponga and Dan can do their own shenanigans Wednesday night without having to have a live stream commitment? So either way, I will go along with whatever the popular vote is, and I will take you back to your regularly scheduled programming. 2 weeks after New Jersey, I'm so busy in between that I'm actually going to be recording like a couple videos, maybe 2 or 3 videos tonight, because yeah, I just won't have a whole lot of time with all the travel and all that. But Charlotte, I am likely going to vend. I've vended very successfully many conventions in the past, but so much of my inventory, so much of my stuff is kind of up in the air on where best to sell it, what way I want to go through with it. Certain things I have to do, ramping up my PWCC. I've really sent them a lot of inventory until I ramp up more the consigner side of cards. So yeah, I'm really up in the air. I feel like 2025, I could be 80% eBay or 80% PWCC. Unlikely, I mean, extremely unlikely. I'm not gonna just magically start going to 3 conventions a week, even though in a different universe, like if I were not wanting the freedom, not having the whole family situation, like not having all that, where I want to be home and I want to be around all that and I don't want to be traveling as much. Yeah, there could be an alternate reality where I was just grinding the convention circuit and going to 2 or 3 of those a month. But that is one that I'm confident I won't be doing. But live streaming, I mean, there's eBay Live, there's whatnot. I am looking into a lot of different things right now. One thing that I know, I have the ability to source a lot of inventory. I do still have a lot of inventory, and it's just optimizing. Constant theme over the years is like optimizing what to buy and what to pay, where to buy it from, and then also what platform to sell it on. Great problem to have, I guess, having to decide between what blend of great options of selling that I want to utilize best. But yeah, as of right now, I don't have a great idea. And in next week's video, I'm recording it right after this one. I have not yet recorded it yet, but there's a couple funny statements that I made in hindsight, Monday morning quarterbacking those, how some of them panned out to be higher than I expected, better than I would have expected. But yeah, I don't know what I've really said in this video, and I guess I don't know entirely what I'm trying to say, except for the fact that 3 years I've been doing this full time. 3 years ago, almost exactly to the day, like 3 years ago was my 10-year anniversary at my company, and less than a week later than that, I put in my 2-week notice, and I went into doing this full time, late July 2021. 3 years later, I've had years where Troll and Toad, I thought Troll and Toad was going to be 80% of my business, and it would have been by now, had it continued to be a thing, very likely. And then eBay Vault came out of nowhere. Now this thing with PWCC coming out of nowhere, kind of, with the eBay Vault expiring. So I'm, in a lot of ways, I'm very excited for what the future can bring, and it's kind of interesting, a little bit stressing, a little bit concerning potentially, but also just exciting to see and to know that I'll be selling a lot of stuff. I'm quite confident I'll be selling a lot of stuff in the coming year, but exactly what the blend will be, like I'm still trying to optimize and sort all that out. As of today, what one thing that I know, I do have a large amount. As far as the past 30 days go, I have a large amount primarily going through PWCC. Fresh push to get that new system going. But yeah, we'll see how it all goes out. I'm very excited to see where the rest of the year will take me, where the next 3 years will take me. I completely blows my mind to think how crazy these 3 years have been. And one thing I'm going to be doing, as always, feel free to leave a suggestion in the comments below if you are looking for me to make a video on a certain topic. I do have a lot of topics continuing in mind, but one thing that I've done over the past couple of weeks is I've been looking more and more at, like, what was I making 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago even, on my channel, and if I was making predictions, whatever I was talking about. how did those things pan out? And this video that I linked earlier, making money in Pokemon, I'm still I'm still playing around with that blend very significantly. And in that video I kind of talked about again, go watch it if you want the whole thing. This one's going to end up under 15 minutes, but that one was nearly an hour. I talked about the whole W2 versus 1099, not really desiring to have an employee. I have long been utilizing other businesses, mostly business to business relationships, Troll and Toad Evo, PWCC, where other people sell stuff for you. Consignments, consigning some of my own items while consigning other people's items. And I talked in that video about how that makes sense. Well, Dan, why would you sell someone's cards and then have someone else sell your own cards? Like, doesn't really make sense, but it really actually does when you drill down into it. But anyways, I guess one of the big things on the precipice, on the horizon, coming very soon, and through what platforms exactly, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see where we go, is live streaming. Live streaming is one of the biggest things that I have done a little bit. I've dabbled with it in the past. I have my own website, catchemallcollectibles.com. Right now, it basically serves as a landing page for my consigning services on PWCC and on eBay. And I, in the past though, have done using YouTube. I've done, hey, 151 just released, let's rip it, and go buy from my Shopify, buy my stuff, I'll rip it live on YouTube. But in the in the coming months, when exactly I don't know, I will make more videos in the future to let you know of the timing and where to find it and who will be doing it. I will be likely doing it myself to some extent on some regular schedule. And I will also have other people, 1099 independent contractors, streaming some of my inventory, maybe some of their own inventory. So I guess stay tuned. Stay tuned on where Dan will go from here if you want to, if you're along for the ride, because that's what this YouTube channel is kind of documenting my journey. And at this point, there's a fork in the road. Maybe there's many forks in the road, and I'm headed into the unknown. I don't know where I will be entirely, but that's part of what keeps it exciting and parts of what keeps it all fresh. 3 years in, and so many different things have happened, but I'm continually excited to be here and having a great time. So yeah, I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you all later.